It's Eric Polly at erpoly.com, ERPOLLEY. Today I am moving around a lot on the screen. No, I'm going to be using some characters that I have created to create some more characters for a web series that I would like to put together. So let's hop over to Animate CC and make some of that happen. What? What's going on over here? Now I'm tiny. Hey, what's going on? Silly. Wacky. I got these 4 characters over here. Got these cheeseburgers. See? So what I want to do is take these 4 characters and turn them into 8 characters. I have had this idea for a series, and I had a main character that I call BoneHead. I just burped on the mic. That's how you do it. So a little tip from the big leagues. Big League Chew. So I had this idea for BoneHead, and then I started creating a explainer video that I was like, this will probably help me get clients. And then I started creating the explainer video, and I recorded the audio, and then I started putting. I got surprisingly far as to putting some assets into the scene, and I just decided after listening to the audio a couple times that I don't like the way that the explainer video was turning out. But I already had all these characters created, right? A couple assets, which is great because I love taking assets from a project that did not work and making a project work out of it. So right now, what I'm doing is taking those 4 characters, and I am renaming the files that make up these characters. So this is all fellas B. So I'm calling the characters right now fellas, just because that's the way it worked out. Originally this was going to be a case study, but now I am creating brand new characters instead and turning it into a series. So fella E, be right there. I kind of didn't want a space. That makes a difference as far as the organization of all these files, and because I want E to be in order, I don't want a random shoe or something to be at the bottom of my library when the rest of the files go together. For somebody that does not work with Animate CC, I totally understand how that just sounds like a bunch of nonsense. But for those in the know, they understand and will feel the pain of me renaming all these files individually. See, this is why I wish I learned a little bit more with C#, the C#, or the Python, because then I would know there's some sort of rhythmic code that I could plop in here that could do all this sort of thing for me. Maybe not, though, because it's so specific. And this only comes up, once in the blue moon when I'm initially creating a second set of characters that look very similar to the first characters. Yeah, this is so specific that it comes up like once every 4 months, maybe, when I'm creating, because most of the time when I'm creating character rigs. There's a reason or two that the characters are too different of size or whatever. I have to create an entire rig from start to finish, almost always. But because it's my project and I'm willing to um, allow some sameness. I was trying to think of a better word for that. A lack. I'm willing to allow a lack of diversity um, in these characters. I can get away with it essentially. For a second, I was looking at fella F shoe and nose, and they look like the same word at first glance. Alright, so I'm alone on that. That's fine. No, that's fine. Sit there in silence. I totally understand. You got your, political stance you gotta uphold. Hey, I'm Mr. Big Shot. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Totally, don't worry about it. You don't have to say anything. Uh, yeah, renaming files. This is the part where most people would be like, so I'm going to rename some of these files. I'll see you in a second. And then it fast forwards through it, and then you're like, whoa, that was so fast. Not this guy. I'm showing you the painful process for all you clients out there watching some of the WIP, the works in progress, the behind the scenes stuff. You want to know how it's made? Well, this is how we cut corners by copying and pasting 1,000 times in the most tedious fashion you could possibly find. Oh my gosh. Autosave? You'll be the death of me, I swear! Yep, copy and paste. You know it. Yep, one more copy and one more paste. This is fella C. I only have one more left. A, B, C, D, E, F. This is going to be G. Where the G at? That's all the gangsters say. You know, remember that one song where the gangsters all like scoobly dooby dooby doo, and you're like, yeah, that's so tight. Tight, yo. What happened to tight? Is that a word people use still? I think I know what the reference was, but I don't know. That it's so funny how words like that just drop off. I don't know. I just thought of that. Maybe because I use the word as if it's a daily occurrence. I can't remember the last time I even heard the word tight, let alone said it. Things to think about in the day of tomorrow. G. One more G. I think this will be a lady as well, since she already has lady lips. Lady lips. Sounds like a terrible, suggestive song. I was trying to think of a word that's not gross. I have been trying to keep these work in progress videos clean. I use Windex a lot. Because Windex cleans. And I was talking about vulgarity of my mouth words. Yep, fella G. That's where I'm at. How many symbols are inside of all these symbols? There's a symbol in my symbol. Well, what symbol is it? D. One more. No. I said the words one more, but I can very clearly see that there's two. And bangarang. And what? We're only about just under 10 minutes in. And what have we done? We've renamed some files. This is really the nitty gritty of how it feels to be an artist. Glasses. They're on my face. So uh, now we got the characters all renamed here. The file is also renamed. This is fellow group B. And let's save it. So to save, I'm going to hit Control S and then save as. Control Shift S. And this is just in case something happens to the file and it becomes corrupt, something like that. I will have another one, so then we're ready to go. So let's open this over her. Descriptive terms. This, when I say this, I expect you to know what I'm getting at here. So now I have fella A here. I'm going to actually save as fellas A01, and I'm going to save as again fellas A02, and that's just to make sure I don't save over something that I didn't want to, or something like that. Dude, this happens constantly. I'll like back something up and then I'll delete it and save somewhere else, and then I'll be like, wait, what did I just... Hold on a second. What? And then I find out, oh no, I deleted something I really needed. That thing I was just working on for the last 3 hours. It's gone! I only have this version that I started with yesterday. That's what it sounds like when I'm about to fall into a dwelling depression. I try to avoid that by saving multiple files and then backing it up. I have a couple external hard drives. I have an external skeleton. No, external hard drives laying around the room that I back up all my files to. And then I got a couple of USB sticks that have misbits of information from dates of unknown, which could be more helpful. So, yeah, I'm going to start with this character over here, which is labeled BoneHead. Look at me cutting off of the camera, really selling the fact that I'm in front of the screen. Oh, got you fooled, Mr. Viewer. Or Miss Viewer, I don't know. I'm going to drink. This is good radio. Something they say on TV, you probably know. Crumbs. Alright. Now, this character is not BoneHead currently. Clearly. Now, let's unlock all this stuff. And his pupils are gone because the mouth, or the pupils are actually inside of a mask of the eyes. So the eyes are there twice. And they are animated inside of the symbol. That is because I want the mask to be animated automatically without having to duplicate it, while maintaining the pupil inside of the said mask. Alright, now I'm going to unlock this, and we're going to make like eye sockets for BoneHead, which looks really creepy when it's still a person. I'm going to call this shape animation a person. I want this backwards, I believe. So then this socket is here in the middle. There we go, that looks great. Well, he's gonna look a little creepy. I kind of like the, his name is BoneHead, so he's kind of just like a creepy character. Let's gonna have a dark comedy, just because he's a skeleton. I don't know. That doesn't really. What? You're acting ridiculous. I am normal. Uh, Great. So that's ready for animation. Where's the people? Oh, I have to unmask. For his pupils, I think I'm just gonna go straight white. I think that makes the most sense, right? I don't know. Let's try it out and see what it looks like. White, and then let's go slightly not white for the outline. Do that. There's a little bit of a difference here, and let's go like a weird gray for the shine. If I can. Why are you not filling in? That's weird. Oh, okay. Whatever. I'm just gonna go with it. It's because, as you can see in the center, where there's little white dots, um, these were so they're circles with an outline. What? It does not want to fill those in. That's so strange. So they're circles, but the outline of them is the only thing showing up. So what I'm going to do is one of these. Let's grab the stylus. I don't think I've used the stylus yet. What? That was so. What is happening? What? You know what? From a tiny FR, you can't even notice the little dot. So I'm just gonna leave it. Alright, that's fine. Now, switch these around. Let's fill this in. Like that. So first off, I guess we need to take the gray color that's over here, fill those in so they don't disappear. Disappear. Ricotta cheese. Wait, what? Huh? Okay. Let's do that first. And then, sure. Whatever. Being so difficult. Make sure you're all the way white as well. And let's just straight up delete this. And wonder if that should be black. Let's look. Guess we won't really know for a bit. So for now, I'm going to go with black. What is happening? Let's go with both of these. Not understanding what I did with the eyes, but I like this look. very dark and creepy, fun, just so we can get a clear visual of what's going on here. Grab people's. And there you go. You can really see what's going on with the Bonehead character. And I think that'll look a lot better once I have the rest of the character a little bit better put together. So like the head, let's make slightly off-white color. In fact, let's go to the radial color. Let's go all white, and then over here, not white, but grayish. Does this need to go backwards? And let's go like right here. You can see like it's like a gray circle. I just need to decide if that's going to be his face or behind his face. Seems like it makes more sense at his face, right? Like that. For his cheeks. He has some chunky cheeks. But how do I make him more of a bonehead type character? I think like that. The original Bonehead I had. Well, we could take a look at it really quick. Let's scour through my files. Go over here. Where's Bonehead? Bonehead. Bing bong bing ba ding 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 ba ding 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 ding. Bonehead number 7. So his head was way more elongated. So let's go Control Z. Let's actually grab that. Make sure it's gray. And let's grab it up like so. Maybe this way and make it thinner. I just dropped my stylus. Can't be dropping me stylus. I'm curious, actually. I don't know how much of all the things I do you can hear. Ooh, what? That was strange. That just looks not great. Let's look at him again. What was the difference here? A very circular head, perhaps? Let's just delete that. What am I doing? So let's grab this head, make it a lot more circular, and we'll probably bring the neck up. Let's do that. And let's draw a snoot. So won't look great. No, it looks like a weird elephant or something. Why is this not transferring over? What if I quite literally cut it out and bring it over? Yeah, that definitely looks weird, but that's how it was. Um, Now, do I want this character like this? Obviously, it won't look like that. But the mouth goes kind of down there on that. Obviously, he's not going to need hair. But, well, yeah, just delete it. Doesn't need ears either. Get those ears out of here. Well, I'll have a nose, but it's going to be like that. Eh. It's just, his head's so small. I think it just needs to be bigger. Maybe shorter. Let's do it like that. Oh, that just looks weird now again. I think I'm going to use this original shape, and then yeah, I'm going to just create a head shape out of this. So let's do like that. That seems to be more on point. Come on, are you going to link it for me? There you go, buddy. Little buddy. Little pal. There, he looks more boneheady. Knew I'd get it eventually. No, I didn't. I knew nothing of the sort. Gotta grab, let's grab the mouth first. That seems to be the easy thing to do. There. It looks a little bit less weird already. Grab these down. Now, I think that's a good looking bonehead. Yeah, I'm going to consider that an acceptable looking bonehead. Now, I do want this radio color inside of here. That's a good looking bonehead, I think. As much as I would like to create all these characters sitting here right now. What? Oh. I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. Actually, let's do more of like a black. Almost black. I have a lot of dark features, but I think that's okay. See if there's anything else that needs to be taken care of right now. Yeah, he looks good with his face all like this. Grunched it in a little bit. There we go. Go on there. Oh, that's his eyeball. Should his eye be a little off his face like that? I don't know. Let's scooch it at least to the point that it's not off of his face. Alright, now let's go over here to this neck. And let's start filling in all the color. No, I don't think their hand does anything. Yeah. Which is okay. Seeing as how they don't grab anything necessarily just yet. If they do grab something, I mean it's a pretty simple animation. Just closed fist is what I got currently, and I could always make things move later. It's too dark. Let's go up just a smidge, like that. And that is like identical to the one I already did. So I guess we go even lighter, which is alright because then it'll actually show up. Crazy dark like that. I guess it does. Sorry. Let's go even lighter for the paints. And then might have like white shoes. Strange coloring. pupils not white at all, because that's very distracting. You make them like that. That's a little bit more of what I would expect from a bonehead. Yeah. I've been watching this for 36 minutes. Checking, make sure there's nothing crazy important. Alright, so far, looks like we got a pretty good looking bonehead character. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the shoes, just to make sure there's a nice amount of difference between all these characters. I'll do something ridiculous like this color. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Bang-a-rang. I wonder how they came up with that. Bang-a-rang. Like, you know, like, what are we all day, really? Save. Alright, we don't need Bonehead or the original anymore. I like the original, but this character will obviously be easier to work with. I'll be able to animate more. Means more jokes, more often, more tuna! And bubblegum tuna. All the bubblegum you would expect from a flavor of tuna. Bonehead looks pretty cool. He's kind of fat, actually. I know, I keep on going, alright, he's done. Hold on. That's art, my friends. Make him as skinny as possible. Yeah. Let's try this guy. See if I can pull them in from the middle. Like that. Because he needs to be skinny. Really, he should have some thinner arms and stuff, but I think I'm going to call him good. Slightly different color of pants makes it to where you can tell which leg is where. Hey! Alright. I should take a break. But, you know, just one of those hard-working Americans. Americant. It's just... So, we got character number 1, and you can kind of get an idea of why it takes so long to create a character. If this is how long it took me to take one character, right? I got one singular character, and I have redrawn a few of the assets it took to create that character. Everything's already rigged, the mouth is already ready to animate, the eyes are ready to animate. Basically everything's ready and done, and I just went inside of the symbols and edited some things. And it took me about 30 minutes to do everything. Just renaming some stuff from the library took me 10 minutes. And so I haven't animated a thing. I'm just rigging and putting together characters, a little bit of perspective on how long it takes to create an animation. Hey, it's me, I'm tiny! Alright. Alright. I don't know why I hate and also love that laugh. Okay, I'm gonna actually rename some of these down here. Fella, I'm gonna call him Bonehead. Fella B, it should be Fella E, I believe. Let's click on him, make sure. E, yes. C is now F. Renaming. See, I renamed everything earlier and I didn't get everything, clearly. Fella G. Really, from this point, I have 5 characters total. So now that BoneHead is involved, it is possible to animate something just with these characters that you see, and the one that I have overwritten, I suppose, with BoneHead. I still very much have that character on a file sitting there. We backed him up earlier. Let's jump on over, make sure we're in the right folder. We don't want to be in the wrong folder. Yeah. Over here, Control 2, and bam. So he's ready actually to animate as well. So I just need these 3 more characters, which I may actually save for a part 2 of one of these videos. And I will take a breather for the now. It does feel like a break time. I should walk around at least every 20-30 minutes, and it's been 45. So I will see you on the next one of these. I will continue rigging these characters. I am also working on a large 3D project that will never see the light of day. No, it'll take a mini moon. I'm gonna be working on a 3D project for a very long time, so that's why I wanted to rig together BoneHead and his friends. I guess it's his family, I don't know. I'm gonna create the characters, designate a family for him, and then start writing. That way I have a cartoon that I could put out regularly while I am working on the 3D project that's going to take 1,000 years worth of moons. Mini moons is what I'm getting at. Yeah, so more of that coming up. If you're still watching this, fantastic. I would love to tell you I'm actually thinking about putting together a podcast, if you will. I was inspired recently by a podcast I was listening to and watching, I suppose, from Andrew Price, and for the most part, on the regular for those that that are not on the know or that are unaware, which is what on the know of is pertaining to. Andrew Price does a podcast where he's mostly sitting there hanging out, talking to the camera. He responds to a couple videos. I was like fingering my mouth for some reason. That's bizarre. He responds to a couple videos, and then for the most part, he just sits there and talks about issues that he has discovered from the internet or topical information. I was thinking about doing something of the like, because my favorite animation podcast has been on a bit of a hiatus. It's almost going on a year now since I've heard a full new episode, I believe. So I would like to make something that is fresh and new, taking information from all my sources and creating a informational based podcast like those that I have heard of times past. I'm also working on some tutorials. I am gearing my way up to creating more of that. So, more things are coming. The dragons, they're coming. Uh, so, keep an eye out, keep an ear open. Yeah, I just bumped the mic for no reason. I'll see you next time. It's been Eric Polly at herpoly.com. You've been you. I steal that from CG Matter, and I don't know why. Anyways, till next time.